Shalom, shalom. I want to start by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai HaMashiach that the world calls Jesus Christ, right? Now, this topic I'm about to get into, it might touch people a certain way, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, because at the end of the day, I feel like this is a lot of our people downfall, you know what I'm saying? I used to be like this at a point in time in my life, you feel me? But all this is for edification, you know what I'm saying? And I think our people really need to hear this, you feel me? And with that being said, let's get straight to it. You see the title of the topic, lesson, whatever you want to call it, is Seek the Kingdom First instead of worldly things, right? And that's what a lot of our people do, right? We seek worldly things before we seek the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? And it's like we're not too grateful and joyful and don't feel blessed enough for the things that we have, We always complaining, looking at, oh, this person got this much money, this person got all this jewelry and shoes, and this person got this big house, and I want that type of big house, and why I ain't got all this money, and I want all that jewelry, this, that, et cetera, et cetera. Y'all see where I'm going, right? And we're not being too grateful for what we have at the moment, you know what I'm saying? Because the stuff we have at the moment is a blessing, The Most High says, as long as you have food and clothing, you should be good. You know what I'm saying? But our people, we always complaining, And when we do that, it's not really good for us or our soul at all, You should be grateful and thankful for what you have right now, because there's a lot of people out there that don't got what you got, and they will be grateful and thankful to have what you have, right? And with that being said, on top of that, right, the majority of the people that you looking at that got all these worldly things, you not understanding what they gave up to get these worldly things. They gave up their soul to get these worldly things. If they knew or if they didn't know, They gave up their soul for these worldly things. So you got to sit back and think about that, right? Are you willing to give up your soul for these worldly things? Now, I'm not sitting here saying that the Most High won't bless you with things, but it's on his time and his season, right? You can't rush it. But to get them blessings, you have to prove yourself worthy of them blessings, right? So, with all that being said, you feel me? We need to be more humble and grateful and thankful for the things that we have, and stop looking at these worldly things and what we don't got and what the next person got. Period. Right? So that's what this topic's all about. Seek the kingdom first before you seek these worldly things, because he also said, seek the kingdom first, and these things will be added unto you, right? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? We're going to dive straight into these scriptures, right? Kwam Yasharala. This 1 Timothy chapter 6, 7 through 9 in the GNT. What did we bring into the world? Nothing. What can we take out of the world? Nothing. So then, if we have food and clothes, that should be good enough for us. But those who want to get rich fall into temptation and are caught in the trap of many foolish and harmful desires, which pull them down to ruin and destruction, right? So it's letting you know right there, man, you didn't bring nothing in this world, you're not going to take nothing out. As long as you have food and clothes, man, you should be good. Because the people that want to get rich and chase money, you feel what I'm saying? That's going to lead them to destruction, because for the love of money comes evil, because you're going to start doing things that you're not supposed to do, things that go against the Most High, things that go against his laws and commandments, right? Let's continue. This is Philippians chapter 2, 14 through 15, GNT. Do everything without complaining or arguing, so that you might be innocent and pure as God's perfect children, who live in a world of corrupt and sinful people. You must shine among them like stars lighting up the sky. So, man, when we do things, man, we can't be out here complaining and arguing, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, you know, I'm doing all this and I'm doing all that and I don't have this and they got this, but they doing that. And, ooh, man, stop all that complaining, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, most of these people out in this world is living a sinful lifestyle. And we know these worldly possessions are gained by sinful ways. So don't be out here complaining and worrying about what these sinful people are gaining with their sinful ways, right? Just make sure you stay innocent and pure for the Most High. Make sure you stay intact with your spirit. Make sure you stay intact with his true laws and his ways and his commandments, right? Don't worry about this corrupt world and they corrupt gifts that these sinful people gain. Don't lose focus. Let's continue. This is Psalm chapter 37, 1 through 2, G and T. Don't be worried on account of the wicked. Don't be jealous of those who do wrong. They will soon disappear like grass that dries up. They will die like plants that wither. Once again, right? Don't be jealous of these wicked people, man. And the things that they got. Don't worry about that. Stop focusing on that. Be grateful and thankful for the things that he blessed you with right now, right? And just stay focused on being pure, on following them laws and them commandments. Because they time is going to come. You just need to stay focused. Seek the kingdom first. Don't worry about these sinful people and they sinful gains of these evil gifts that they get. Because they have to give up something. They have to sacrifice something. Right? Don't lose focus. Let's continue. This is Psalms 37, verse 7, G and T. Be patient and wait for the Lord to act. Don't be worried about those who prosper or those who succeed in their evil plans. Once again, is letting us know, be patient, man. Wait for the Lord to act, right? Don't be worried about those who prosper in their evil ways, in their evil plans. You just need to stay focused. You just need to stay intact. You just need to keep following the ways of the Most High. You just need to keep following his laws and commandments. Don't lose focus and have your eyes on the wrong prize and have your eyes focused and your vision focused on these worldly people that are living a life of sin. And they gaining nothing but sinful gifts. So once again, don't lose focus. Stay patient. Wait on the Lord to act. Stay intact, right? Don't lose focus. Let's continue. This is Matthew chapter 16, 26. We're going to switch it up. This is the NLT. And what do you benefit if you gain the world but lose your own soul? Is anything worth more than your soul? So you got to sit there and ask yourself, man. Is these worldly things that I'm sitting here complaining about and crying over and stressing over, is these worldly things really worth my soul? You know what I'm saying? Am I really that miserable without these worldly things when I have the basic needs already? Am I really ready to sacrifice my soul for the bag, right? For the biggest chain, for the biggest house on the block, for the fastest whip on the street, for the flyest kicks in the club? And I'm really ready to sacrifice for my soul to be seen and loved by man at the end of the day when it's time for me to go. Them same people that I was sitting here trying to impress and be seen by, when I'm gone, they ain't gonna care about me. Everything I done sacrificed for ain't gonna come with me. Right? So we have to sit there and think about that. And what do you benefit if you gain the world but lose your own soul? Is anything worth more than your own soul? Right? Let's continue. Now, like I said in the beginning, yes, you could get blessings. You know what I'm saying? You could get blessings from the Most High. But there's things you have to do to get them blessings. It don't come for free. You have to show him. You right? Let's read Deuteronomy 28, verses 1 through 2. King James Version. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will see thee on high above all nations of the earth. And these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. So we see right there, if we want them blessings, if you want them blessings of the Most High, you have to follow his commandments. You have to follow his laws, man. You have to follow his ways. So if you want them blessings that you think you ain't getting, it's time that you take a step back and examine yourself, right? And see why you ain't getting them blessings. Because there's probably something that you're slacking, something that you ain't doing, something that goes against the Most High ways. That's what's blocking your blessings, right? So don't get it misunderstood. You could get blessings from the Most High. And don't get it misunderstood. It's a difference of a blessing from the Most High and a worldly blessing. You gotta know the difference. Because the world will trick you into thinking that you're being blessed, but you're not being blessed. You're being tricked to think that you're being blessed so you could keep living a life of sin.